This program is focused on something that we talk about, and in a sense we do here every day, using music as a tool for healing. Of course, in the context of CAMH and the Shakabe Makwa Center for Indigenous Healing, it takes on a very special meaning because it's not just about our personal and our individual healing, but it's about a greater healing, which is ultimately the soul of reconciliation. And so it's a program of which we're incredibly proud. And I know personally, I have seen and I've met some of the CAMH clients who've been part of it, and of course our musicians. And on both sides, it's clearly a very personal and a very moving experience. And CAMH, this program, Art of Healing, is really an example of some of the many ways that the Toronto Symphony Orchestra is taking our responsibility, our social responsibility, and using our tools, our art, our artists to make the world a better place, to make Toronto a better place to be.
I always thought that programming should, among other things, reflect where we are, who we are, the community in Toronto, and in this sense, the music by Ian Cuson comes also from a collaboration of the TSO with CAMH. It's really enriching, however you look at it, not only from the strictly musical point of view, but also from the point of view of collaboration and also reflecting which are our activities and what's the context of what we do and for whom we are doing music, which is actually for our community. Randall Gooseby, of course, I have followed with attention what he has been doing in the last years. He's, of course, a great violinist. So this is very exciting. Someone from a different generation who is doing great things, having a great career. And it's going to be his debut in Toronto. And for the TSO, it's obviously a historic moment. So hopefully also the first step of building up a new relationship, which I think is something very important in our business, in our lives, in the fact that you can get to know all those wonderful artists. If you could think of those Germanic romantic concertos, comes to your mind Beethoven, of course, Bruch, Brahms, Mendelssohn. But Mendelssohn's violin concerto is really very expressive, but in a completely different way than other concertos. It's just very, very... The degree of intimacy, it's extraordinary. Well, it's clear that we have been looking for contrasts in the programming of the TSO. I think that's known for the orchestra for sure, but also to our audience. That's exciting, that's very enriching. I think one of the important features for me in bringing this program together was folk music, especially if you think of Mozart and Bartók. Again, music of completely different period and different style, but folk present in both cases.
We're ending our Masterworks series with Mahler's Third Symphony, and Mahler said that a symphony should encapsulate the entire world. And I can't imagine a piece that exhibits that more than this absolutely epic, sprawling symphony that is Mahler's Third Symphony, where we hear some of the most exquisite orchestral writing and a youth chorus and a soprano soloist. It's really an absolutely overwhelming work, and it feels such a great culmination to this extraordinary season.